I'm Chef Yankel, and you can stop scrolling for quick and easy dinner hacks because you've landed at the right place. This is ButcherBox Meatloaf Mix. It's a blend of incredible beef, amazing pork, some spices, and I'm gonna show you how to make it fancy because it's already delicious. Let's get started. First of all, it's really delicious on its own, but obviously it's very versatile. You can do all sorts of things with it. As a pre-ground meatloaf blend, it just comes with incredible, natural, delicious flavor, and it's so easy to work with. Today I'm gonna show you how to wrap it in bacon because that's really simple, even if it sounds complicated, but it looks really fancy. So we're gonna start with 3 slices of bacon on the bottom, and I'm using half of the pre-ground meatloaf blend, and I just cut it right in half. I'm starting with a little bit of a shingle, so 3 slices of bacon on the bottom, and obviously I'm using my favorite ButcherBox thin sliced bacon. For this application, it's perfect. It adds a little bit of fat and smoke, but it also cooks quickly and doesn't stop the meatloaf blend itself from cooking. And so what I'm gonna do here is actually wrap the ends, and that way I get a nice tight package that keeps all of the juices and flavor inside. So I'm gonna bring them over from one side, start with the skinny side so that I finish with the fat side. Bacon will always have that shape variation. And don't worry about it being perfect because we are going to add a second layer. So I'm just gonna move that off to the side. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with 3 slices of bacon, again, in the other direction. So I'm gonna lay those down, and you can play around with the number of slices of bacon that you need. It just should be enough to cover it from end to end. These are nice wide slices. So now I'm gonna sit it in the opposite direction, and I'm going to aim to get into the middle of the bacon so that when I wrap it, I've got the endings on the bottom, and that'll help seal it. Wraps around. Make sure you tuck in those corners right there. Second one wraps. Third one wraps, and then we're gonna seal it. Again, tuck those corners, seal it with the wider side. Tuck that corner. Flip it over. Make sure it's nice and compact. That's beautiful. So we're gonna go into a 400-degree oven. I'm putting a little bit of butter in the pan just for flavor. It doesn't need it. Obviously the bacon has plenty of fat and will just cook on its own naturally. But I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of melted butter, and I'm gonna sit that seam side down right in the center of the pan. Just get that butter moving. Right there, center of the butter. Nice and neat. Into our oven, about 25 to 30 minutes at 400 degrees. You want to double check the internal temperature. We're working with ground beef and ground pork, so we're going to look for 165 or higher as our final resting temperature. See you in a bit. That is a beautiful thing. Bacon wrapped meatloaf, and I didn't have to do anything except wrap it in bacon. Gosh, what a pleasure. So I'm just gonna carve it up, and I'm gonna serve it with a very simple gravy. Let's just get that warmed up. And by the way, there's a terrific gravy recipe a little bit further down on our channel. All right, that is a thing of beauty. Cooked, rested. We're gonna slice it gently. Wanna keep that beautiful bacon layer that we crusted on there so nicely and so easily intact. So I'm gonna go with like medium, about 3/4 of an inch thick slices. Oh, gravy's waking up. Beautiful. Oh man, that is awesome. It smells so good. Just like Mom used to make. You know, a crusty end bite for some lucky person. So we're gonna go right onto our little platter. We're gonna shingle it for presentation so you can just see how juicy and flavorful and delicious this meatloaf blend is. And I've got the gravy pretty thick because I'm putting it on a flat tray, so you can sort of reduce to your preference, but I wanted it to stay where I put it. A bit more gravy. It's just a simple turkey gravy, the perfect accompaniment to this beautiful bacon wrapped meatloaf. Putting a fancy dinner on the table does not have to be difficult. In fact, it could be the easiest thing you've done all day. I'm Yankel. Go make something beautiful.